March 2021, a 400-meter vessel gets stuck in the Suez Canal. For 6 days, one of the busiest trade routes on Earth goes completely dark. $9 billion of cargo are getting stuck every single day. Somewhere in the glass office in Athens, a phone rang. The opposite person said the spot rate just exploded. Ships that were renting for $30,000 a day now charging $300,000. Overnight, the rate increased by 10 times. Some owner become billionaire within months. But here's a question nobody is asking. Who actually own these ships? But I promise you, it wasn't Maersk. Modern container vessel isn't a big boat. It's a 4,000-ton engineered steel. It generates its own electricity, it treats its own water and carries 20 people who will not see any lands for months. A floating industrial city built to last 25 years. Now you are buying this ship. What could be the price tag? It ranges from $50 million to $150 million, depend on size and customization. The moment you are placing the order, you are taking a huge bet on the global economy. Shipping price doesn't behave like real estate. It is something like a stock, a most volatile stock you have ever seen. Multiply it by 10. In 2008, the financial crisis, as we know, some ship lost 40% of their value before they even touch the water. Most people walk away due to this extreme volatility, but some people like you will lean in. You have seen the name Maersk, MSC, CMA, CGM. Their logo are on every container in every major port in the world. Here's what surprised almost everyone. They doesn't own most of their ships. Owning ships mean carrying debt, catastrophic risk and depreciation. Operator want flexibility, so they charter, so they basically rent those ships from the owners. So who actually own them? One interesting thing is that Greek shipping dynasty own 20% of the merchant fleet in the earth. It's a multi-generational business where the grandfather teach the father teach the son. This is how the knowledge are being passed on from generation to generation. Or it could be group of German citizens who pool their savings together collectively owning a ship for tax benefit. Or private equity firm in US or London. None of them care what's in the container. They are not in the logistic business. They are in the leasing business. Now you own a $150 million ship. How do you profit? One of the options you have is time charter. So where you fixed a rate, specific rate for a specific set of duration, and it is one of the predictable and safer option. But there is one problem. For example, if the price of the charter increasing significantly, but you already signed the contract, you cannot profit from the upside because you already signed the contract. They're paying the exact same amount they have signed in the contract. So this is one of the problem. Another option you have is spot market, where the actual fortunes are being made. So basically what happens, the ship are rented for part journey. For example, London to New York. So they are rented for part journey. So it purely depends on supply and demand. Which bring us to the Ever Given. When the Ever Given ran aground, the spot rate hit $150,000 a day. Owner on the spot market made generational wealth in 90 days. But by 2023, the spot rate collapsed over 70%. Fortune that were built in months, gone in weeks. Every ship make a final journey, not to a port, but to a shipyard in India or in Chittagong, Bangladesh, where the ships are broken down. 40,000 tons of ship is broken into scrap and sold to the market, and you will amazed to know the scrap are sold for $15 million. So at the end, you are at least receiving $15 million, even if you lose all the money through this vicious cycle. So This is the first video to this channel, and as you can see, I'm pretty nervous to this video. Please do subscribe, and I promise you I'll bring better and better content. I know it wasn't the best, but I tried my best.